go back. So we asked a poll question here, and of the audience on what are your greatest struggles in setting up a demand generation campaign. I think that the responses actually really reflected our greatest struggles when we were talking about this as a panel, which is everything. Um, I think it's a very much a mismatch. So essentially, 33% of people said that integration setup was the number one, but then equally everyone listed getting enough content, sales, follow-up, automation process, all coming in second place with a tie, not surprisingly. I think that we had a really, really good conversation about going through struggles and that it's not always the same struggle necessarily campaign to campaign. And Artur, I know that you really highlighted this in our discussion, that these changes very much change for you as you go through campaign to campaign.
Yeah, so I think the main point here is that in a big company you always have many products to support, and so one salesperson, he would be selling the whole portfolio. So for him, it's also a competition of different marketing managers coming to him asking to follow up the leads. So this overlap is critical, and it can be solved on integration side of the house. It can be solved on data management side of the house, but nonetheless, it will still be a challenge, right? It's impossible to solve it completely. And here, publishers help a lot as TechTarget, because you can outsource some of the sales job to them and get information already pre-qualified to save a lot of sellers' time in the first hand. Also, another point was, when we discussed it before, another point was that external environment changes so quickly that sometimes you really need to see what's around you to understand what's the reason for this particular challenge. Maybe it's not a challenge, maybe you just need to wait, give it time, and be persistent, and then it will solve itself. Yeah? So I hope I answered your question.
I think one also, maybe not a challenge in the sense of in the beginning of the integration, I think we all understand that, right? If something doesn't work, it's really bad. But I think a challenge also is, once something is running, to stick to the optimization, to not forget about it because it's running and it's working, but to consistently look at it, right? And it's like really looking, okay, well, I've been playing Tetris now for weeks and months and it's working, but maybe I should try something else, maybe I can level up